What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's Mighty Fan time. And as it was stated at the beginning of the video here, this is a Grail pickup for Mighty Fan. And, you know, a lot of people probably see us Jersey heads throwing around this name Grail a lot. You know, the word Grail a lot. You know, we use it a lot. Well, a Grail jersey, you know, simply put, is a jersey that we would love to own. It's been very elusive. And for one reason or another, we just want to get it. And, you know, there are, you know, I believe in the theory that Big Baby, shout out to him, believes in where you have different tiers for Grails. Some jerseys, you know, you might have multiple jerseys on your Grail list, but if you have a chance to get one out of two, you might pick the one over the other, and that becomes, you know, that's because it's higher up on the tier, you know, the most holy Grail, as he used to say. And I do believe in that, and I have a Grail list. I've been fortunate enough to chip away at that list over the years, in recent years actually. I got that rookie Deion Sanders, the red one. That was just my most holy Grail. So I got that one off my list some years ago, and there's been others too. And there's still some on there, you know. And for, you know, people have Grail jerseys for one reason or another, and I think for me, one of the main reasons why they become Grails is, you know, back in the day, with like 2005 or something, you know, back in the day, I used to go, I still do go to the Mitchell&Ness store for their sales, but I used to go to their older location one, which was on Chestnut Street, right across from the Wanamaker building, the old Wanamaker building. Of course, now it's Macy's, but I always know it as the Wanamaker building. But anyhow, it was always there, you know, tucked away. You know, I would go there and get all excited, as I still do, but I get all excited, and I would go there. But back then, I was mainly getting baseball and football. Now that being said, Deion still became a Grail because I didn't get it back then. I don't know, but anyhow. The jerseys that became Grails of mine were ones that, for one reason or another, I never picked up when I had a chance to. I liked them back then, but for one reason or another, I just didn't have a chance to get them. Either they weren't on sale, you know, by the time the sales came, they were gone, or I would have gotten them, but then I kind of got distracted with others. You know, back then at their old location on Chestnut Street, Mitchell&Ness used to put like racks of jerseys out. Anyone who used to go to that old store, they know what I'm talking about. Just racks of them. And it was just, they lined the floor, just racks, big racks of jerseys, you know, all over. And they used to have them on the walls, and there was this pillar, you know, not like a, you know, Roman Colosseum pillar, but, you know, just a regular pillar. And towards the back of I can still see it now, towards the back of the store, and then they had that large mirror back there, making the store look bigger than it was. But this large, you know, wall mirror from the, you know, bottom to the top of the wall in the back, and then they had this like pillar back there, and they would put jerseys on the pillar around it, or jackets or whatever they were selling, just to have another place to put them. And I remember seeing this particular jersey on that pillar, but of course back then I was more into getting baseball and football. It really wasn't until some years later I started getting into the basketball jerseys and collecting them. And, of course, this is a basketball jersey. You might notice a theme here. I'm wearing my Bob McAdoo. This isn't an Isaiah Thomas. This is a Bob McAdoo Pistons. And I got my Thomas and I got my Lambeer back there. Not pictured here is my Grant Hill. But I have a few Pistons jerseys. Again, shout out to Big Baby. In the collection. And this was one that was elusive. You rarely see it on eBay. I know a couple of Jersey heads have it already, and back in the day I wanted to get it, but then I saw other things, and you know how it is. Then of course it's no longer there. And then you're like scouring eBay and all sorts of other places. Oh, if I can ever find this. Well, shout out to Mark, aka Big Slim, because he texted me with this. He called me actually, and texted me and called me about this, and said, you know, Mighty, I know you're on a budget. I know you're you know, but I know how much you want this jersey. I think you should go after it. And he was right. And I worked out a nice deal with the seller. Was able to get this. And yeah, it's been a top Grail of mine for basketball for a number of years. Namely because I didn't get it when I should have and could have back in the day at the Mitchell&Ness store. But It is what it is, right? At least it's in the fold now. So, hey, all good things come to those who wait. So, I had to wait for this one, but I finally got it. And I'm really excited to have it. It's a beautiful jersey. The previous owner took such great care of it, too. That white is still crisp, and it is the 1986-87 Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, home white. You see I got his road blue back there. But this is the home white from the 86-87 season. And how do you know this is the 86-87 season? Well, it was the only year in his whole career where he put his whole name on the back of the jersey. He let everyone know that he was Isaiah Thomas. And you see some other players do it in the history of sports, right? Jack Youngblood and Jamal Lewis come to mind. But Isaiah Thomas with the full name on the back, how awesome is that? You know, it's just... it's one of the reasons I always wanted this jersey because, you know, it's just unique. It's a unique Isaiah jersey, and it was the only year he did this. Mitchell&Ness made it for his home jersey, and I believe this was the jersey he wore when he made that shot towards the, I think it was a playoff game, maybe a finals. I forget, but, you know, I see that highlight from time to time. He makes a shot, he gets the ball, and he, like, does one of these. Like, does a spin move. Well, the game was at the old Silver Dome, so I guess he felt like he just scored a touchdown or something. I don't know, but he did this little dance move going around, and I think it was 86, 87. I think he was wearing this at the time. So, yeah, the full Isaiah Thomas name, Detroit Pistons, the bad boys back then. One of the 50 greatest players is voted during the 50th anniversary year of the NBA. Great player on a great team, coached by Philly's own Chuck Daly. Rest in peace. Mr. C. This was the 86-87 jersey, the home white. They used to play at the old Silver Dome there. Of course, Barry Sanders played there too. But here's the jock tag. This is an older run made in Korea. The quality is just outstanding. I mean, it's a heavy jersey, really nice, and it has that old Mitchell&Ness smell. You know, the jersey heads know what I'm talking about with this. That old Mitchell&Ness smell with their older run jerseys. Just really, just takes me back to going to that old Chestnut Street location because that was the smell that you would smell when you'd walk in. It's just that, I don't know, nice, a poly knit smell. I don't know what it is, but it was all, you know, it just reminds me of that the older store. Not that I don't mind going to the new store because I still love going there for the sales and just to see what's there. Try stuff on, you know. Even if they're not having sales, just to see how things look for the sales. But this one, no, I don't know why I passed on it back then. The only reason I could say is because I was kind of young into collecting back then. I didn't know as much as I do now. And, you know, again, I wasn't really collecting basketball too much, mainly baseball and football. But, of course, now really happy to finally get it in the fold. My main collecting love for basketball are 90s jerseys because that's when I grew up. But there are some jerseys from prior to the 90s that I still have a great appreciation for, and this is certainly one of them, 86-87. Isaiah Thomas, again, with that full name on the back. It also has that great trim on the side trim, the red, white, and blue. Very nice. And everything is heat pressed on, as the Pistons were back in the bad boy days. The Pistons, and prior to that, Bob McAdoo's heat pressed too. Pistons 11. The NBA logo is stitched though. It's got the nice trim going around there too. Or run made in Korea tag. And there's that full name again, Isaiah Thomas, pressed onto the jersey with the 11. And those of you who have this jersey know what I talk about. It's just an awesome jersey. And for those of you who don't have it, I definitely recommend it. If you see it, if it's in your size, even maybe if it's not, go ahead. Go ahead. I always say I'd rather wear them big than small, so, you know. So go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, 86, 87, Isaiah Thomas. Detroit Pistons jersey. Just hang it up with the others back here. And there they are, the bad boys. Shout out again to Big Baby. I hope he's doing okay. Haven't seen him in a while, so in the community here, so I hope he's doing well. And, you know, I guess I've been getting a lot of Detroit jerseys this year, too. I got the Gordie Howe, the Barry Sanders, the Kirk Gibson, the Grant Hill, and now the 86-87 Isaiah Thomas. I've had a run on Detroit. I've been giving a lot of love to Detroit, so I hope you all appreciate it, including big baby. So, swag factor as always, you know. I got to go, as much as I like this fitted that I'm wearing, I got to go with the two-tone Detroit Pistons snap, Mitchell&Ness. Right there. Boom. Trust me, it looks good. It's a little far away, I know, but it looks good. My fan knows about the swag factor for jerseys and hats. Yes, I do. But anyhow, so there you go. A top grail in the fold. Again, shout out to Big Slim. That just looks so nice there. That really does. Anyhow, yeah. So shout out to him again, and to all of you, all of my subscribers, to all my fellow Jersey heads, of course, all my family, all my friends, fellow DVD and art members, anyone I'm forgetting. A big shout out to all of you. Shout out to the Motor City. You stay classy, Detroit. And anyhow, this is Mighty Fan. Until the next one, I will see you in the next video. Let's just bask in this for a moment here, shall we? Oh. Okay, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.